Ugh. Hey guys, how you doing? Tank Top Tekking here. Oh yeah, I hope you guys are ready to pump some iron, because this video is gonna be about S rank 15 Tank Top Master! Alright, this is one of the weirdest things I've ever had to wear for a video. I've worn some weird shit over the years, but I just don't feel how tight it feels. I'm worried my nipples are gonna, like, pop out or something. I don't know, but alright, you all knew what this was. The guy's name is Tank Top Master, so I am dedicated to my craft. I will do this. So let's just get into it. This is honestly probably gonna be the shortest one. I say that as, well, you could look down at the time code below if it's really the shortest one or not. But I just don't think I have really a lot of stuff to say about him, but maybe that'll change. Let's go. Right, so Tank Top Master, S rank 15. He was originally ranked 14, but as Genos moved his way down the ladder, he got bumped back a spot. Kind of in the same vein as some other S-class heroes like Atomic Samurai. He has his own disciples, so he's like the S rank, like their boss, and he has like a bunch of people that he leads. However, unlike Atomic Samurai that basically picked like the best of the best to follow him in the way of the sword, Tank Top Master basically has an entire army of just some small fries, a lot of C-class, a few B-class level heroes, and at least a few A-class as well, so they kind of stretch all throughout the Hero Association, but I'm assuming he pretty much just accepts anybody into the Tank Topper army as long as they were a tank top, which, to the point where it kind of seems like a tank top cult, a Talt, if I was gonna use a portmanteau to describe that. Yeah, the whole deal with them is that they talk about the tank top as if it's some sort of, like, godly thing given to us by a deity on high. Like, the might of the tank top, the versatility of the tank top, the speed of the tank top. You could be the most freaking weeby, out-of-shape guy on the entire planet. Don't look at me. I own these for a reason. I didn't go out to the store just now and buy these. I do lift these regularly. I'm not looking at me. You know, but other people that are, like, completely hideously underdeveloped, you give them a tank top and it's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go, you know, and that's the joke. It doesn't do anything. Your physical ability is not affected at all by what type of clothing you wear, unless you're wearing, like, a mechanized battle suit or some shit, you know, but that's the joke. That's what they go with. Tank Top Master preaches the might of a tank top to the point where even he's like, I did not don the tank top to punish innocent civilians or to, you know, do these kind of things, like wearing the tank top is the pinnacle of being a hero. Don't you all agree with me, men? And then everybody just shouts like, yeah, let's go, tank tops. In terms of his own abilities, he's pretty much at the peak of just like what physical strength and weight training and stuff can get you in the One Punch Man universe. The thing you have to understand is that various heroes have different abilities when they're fighting. Tatsumaki and Fubuki have their psychic abilities, for instance. Metal Knight and Child Emperor have their extreme intellect. They can create robots and various mechanized inventions in order to fight with them. Then you have other heroes that just have strange abilities, like Pig God can just eat a lot of things. But then you get characters that just have redonkulously high amounts of physical strength, and it seems to be categorized in, like, different levels. Like, you have Super Alloy Darkshine, who is probably the absolute strongest when it comes to physical might, although, according to the rankings on the official S-Class rankings, Tank Top Master's not much behind Super Alloy in terms of endurance, stamina, and power. In terms of power, according to these stats, they're the same. It's just endurance and stamina. Super Alloy is a little bit better than Tank Top. But that's one level of strength, just hitting the gym, pumping some iron, and just getting tougher and tougher and tougher. And every human has their different limiter that is placed on them, so you could say Tank Top Master's limiter and is here, and then Super Alloys is just a little bit above him. But then you have Bang, who's like a martial arts master, who's capable of like his skills, or like can create shockwaves in the air, and like that was a combination attack with him and Bomb, but it was still like a massive just fuck off attack shockwave that screwed over Elder Centipede. Didn't take him down, but that's like a whole other level that's like up here, right? And then you have Saitama, who that's all he does is physical brawling. Saitama doesn't have psychic powers, he doesn't shoot laser beams or anything, he just punches people. But that's physical strength, it's just he broke his limiter, so I can't even rank him there. But just to like reiterate
reiterate, it's like Tank Top Master, Super Alloy, just in terms of just brute strength, although Super Alloy does have some skill with martial arts. Tank Top doesn't have that, just in terms of physical power I'm talking here. And then you have Bang that's a little bit higher up, like maybe like actually higher up to this point, and then Saitama that just breaks through the freaking ceiling. But Tank Top Master is still pretty buff, pretty durable. In terms of like the feats that he's done throughout the series, when the alien invasion occurred at City A, he decided to step up and take on the aliens, even though they were hovering in that giant, fortress ship that was like several miles off of the ground. There was really nothing he could do there, or was there, because he stated, oh, well, I have anti-aircraft capabilities too, and he muscles up his arm, grabs a huge chunk of rubble from the City A that's been destroyed, and he just freaking chucks that shit as hard as he could, flings it right at the thing, and it hits. It just kind of like, pong. And he acted like he did something, because you could tell he really put effort into that. You could tell he was really like, maximum buffness, grab, yeah, I did it! And then that's when Tatsumaki shows up and picks up the rubble, like basically the same thing he did times 100 in like 1/16 of the time. And she's like, could you please get out of the way, or I'm just gonna kill you with all this debris. And then she starts chucking it, and then Tank Top Master falls back, and he's like, I've lost! Because it's just like physical strength can't compete with that amount of psychic power unless you're Saitama. It's just not gonna go down, so that's all he's really done there. The next time we saw him is the brawl against Garo. So Garo has been going around on a hero hunt, and he's been taking out some of the tank toppers. A few of the tank toppers of note throughout the series. I mean, there's a full list that Moroto was nice enough to give us, so I'll go through them later, but the ones that have actually played a role in the story, Tank Top Tiger, who's one of the top 10 C-class heroes, and he's the one that kind of accosted Saitama there. Back when Saitama was, he found out, oh, C-class heroes need to do a quota, so he's running around town like a freaking maniac, trying to find something. He was scaring civilians. That's when Tank Top Tiger shows up, and he ends up getting the shit beat out of him by Sonic. He gets an exploding shuriken to the face. Later on, despite it was clearly Sonic as the one that attacked him, he comes back for revenge against Saitama, this time with his older brother, Tank Top Black Hole, who has the strength to crush things like a black hole. You might think that's not possible with just mere human muscles, but Tank Top. Come on, guys. Tank Top. I have the ability to create galaxies right now, but instead I'm doing a video. Maybe I'll get to it later tonight, I don't know. But for right now, video. But yeah, so he's a B-class hero, and of course, he tries to crush Saitama, but Saitama's way more, well beyond his level, so he starts to hurt him instead. So there's kind of like a little, murmurings in the Tank Top community about Saitama, to the point that when we first get to meet Tank Top Master, who's at the Hero Association for the meeting, he's like, Saitama? That name kind of rings a bell. They might have heard the whispers of it, but it's not that big of a concern yet. What is a big concern is Garo, who's just going along on a massive just slaughter spree, and a lot of the tank toppers were the victims of which. One of which being Tank Top Vegetarian, who combines the might of the tank top with a strictly veggie diet. I know, right? This is just getting wackadoodle, but I love it. So, Garo beats the crap out of him, actually beats the crap out of Vegetarian twice. And, eventually, while Garo's just walking in a park one night, he encounters Moomin Rider, and, he's about to attack Moomin because he's a hero. But then all of a sudden, all the lights show up. It's like a freaking motorcycle gang, just, catches you up against the wall, and he's like, this is the guy? Yeah, this is the guy, let's take him out. So all the lights go up, and Garo's like, what's going on here? And then the Tank Topper army, all of these dudes, at least a few dozen, just walk out from the bushes, and they have Garo surrounded, backs up against a wall, and then that's when Tank Top Master rocks out, this huge hulking 8-9 foot dude. Badass design. Probably my favorite part of him, aside from the tank top, obviously, is the belt buckle, the TM badass belt buckle. I got one here. It's not quite as awesome as his, but that was the inspiration for this. He rocks out, and he's pretty chill. All the other members of the tank topper army can get pretty ridiculous, we'll get to them later, but they have their own little personality quirks. But Tank Top Master is very calm, very cool and composed, but he's like, yeah, you were beating the shit out of my men, so you gotta pay the piper on this one. So he proceeds to just, like, do this spin move, and then punch right at Tank Top blow, and just completely causes, like, the ground to shatter apart at Garo's feet, and he gets knocked around into the air, and he lands, and he's, like, all, like, jostled, and Tank Top Master is kind of debating whether or not he's a monster, because Garo gets back up, and he's bleeding, but Garo's just like, got another one in ya. And so that's when Tank Top Master starts to feel like, is he a monster or is he a human? What's going on here? So the fight continues, and we don't get to see all of it, but Tank Top Master is clearly a dominating factor here, just beating the shit out of Garo, and he's bleeding more times, broken and bruised. After a few more of these beatings, Tank Top Master decides, like, okay, he's clearly not a monster. However, I have this weird feeling I need to finish him off as quickly as possible, right? You know, as fast as humanly possible before some stuff goes down, you know, and he uses, like, Tank Top Tackle is another one of his signature techniques. All of these moves, by the way, they're nothing to do with anything. They're not, like, special or anything. It's just physical fighting moves, nothing special, except for the fact that he has a very thin layer of fabric, you know, barely clinging to his rippling muscles. You know, that's all he's got, but it's a bonus. So, he goes in for, like, the finishing blow as Garo is just kind of like, ugh. And that's when Moomin Rider steps in. Moomin Rider steps in, and he gets the full brunt of that, which, you know, oh, I felt so bad for Moomin here. I felt so bad, because Tank Top Master's S-Class, he's super buff, and he just, BAM! Right upside his face, breaks his goggles, his bicycle helmet, and I'm like, oh, God, Moomin, I'm sorry. Man, you are dedicated to your craft, sir, you know? And he gets up, and he's bleeding, too, and Moomin's like, you're an S-Class hero, you shouldn't be, he's already defeated, we're not here to kill him. You know, come on, man, because Moomin still views Garo as just an ordinary, like, civilian. He was getting out of hand, sure, but he doesn't deserve to get killed for it. And so Moomin turns to Garo, very naive, and says, you know, as long as you agree to not commit any more villainous acts, go free in the world. And Garo, you have this moment where you start to pan back, and Garo's like, okay, I got it. I won't cause any more trouble, sorry, and he starts to wander away. But then you cut to him, and he's like, yeah, fuck that shit, I'm gonna kill all of you. And you think that's the moment when Garo's gonna be like, oh no, everybody let their guard down, and now Garo's gonna turn around and slaughter all of them. No, funniest thing, Garo's like, I'm gonna, screw you, I was kidding, I'm gonna kill you all. Turns his head around, Tank Top Master's giant basketball-sized fist is right up in his face, and he's like, yeah, that's what I thought. So it's like, I'm gonna kill you all, and then BAM! Right in the head. However, he gets kind of knocked back there. The epicness of that moment was kind of mitigated almost immediately, because right at that moment, Garo decided to start fighting for real, utilizing his martial arts, you know, fist of flowing water crushing rock. You know, the same thing that Bang taught him. He didn't like to use it, though, because that reminded him of Bang, and he kind of had a distaste for Bang, so, but he was getting beaten down pretty hard, so he kind of did it reflexively. So at the same time, Tank Top Master delivered that epic blow on Garo, you know, attacked him in the face as well. And Tank Top Master, he's just a musclehead, you know, he doesn't have any skill in martial arts or anything, all he knows is how to hit the gym. So, Garo dispenses with him very easily afterwards, then proceeds to take out Moomin, as well as the remainder of the Tank Topper army, which is like a few dozen guys, and one girl, we'll get to her, that are all ganging up. I was like, well, you can't take all of us. Oh wait, we can't roll up our sleeves because of the tank top, but if we would totally be rolling up sleeves right now. We're taking you down. The rest goes as you would probably figure it. Garo just beats the ever-loving wackadoodles out of these guys. Like, it's a freaking... He doesn't kill anyone, because that's not what Garo does, but it's a bloodbath. A lot of teeth are knocked out, people have concussions, a lot of faces are, like, punched cards, you know, it's going down pretty bad here. Eventually, Tank Top Master's in the hospital, and he's the one that explains to Saitama about how Garo is so dangerous, and how he utilizes martial arts and everything. And after that, we haven't really seen much of him. He appeared in the hospital when it was being attacked by monsters. Him and Moomin teamed up to take down one of the monsters, Gyofish, or Geoffrey. That was it, Geoffrey, because it's a playoff of Joffrey, so, or Geoffrey, or whatever. It's like a fish monster. So they used Tank Top Master to take him down. But that's pretty much it. He appeared in a side chapter where when Metal Knight went to go repair City A after the alien invasion, they thought that his AT-AT walker was like another alien attack, so they dispatched Tank Top Master and his army to go fight it. Tank Top Master was the only person to actually take out one of Beaufoy's drones, but then it was revealed it was just Metal Knight's, reconstruction efforts. So once again, he's like, I lost to psychic ability, I'm gonna get buff! And then he fights against Metal Knight's drones, and he's like, okay, I lost to psychic ability and I lost to machines. I can keep getting buff. That's the answer. Add another tank top on me, boys. Come on. That's all he's got. He doesn't have a lot of going on up here. He doesn't have a lot in the tank. It's just like wear more tight tank tops and begin to train more. That's all I got to go on here, right? But that's it. That's all we pretty much got from him here. Is he going to appear in the Monster Invasion arc? Doubtful. I don't think he will. But anyway, let's take this opportunity to take a look, take a gander at some of the Tank Topper army members. I've already mentioned Tank Top Tiger, Tank Top Black Hole, and Tank Top Vegetarian. Keep in mind, the same thing with Tank Top Master. None of these guys have, like, special abilities or anything they utilize. It's just that they're really buff dudes and one lady that happen to wear tank tops, and they are very loyal to their master in the art of the top. So let's see what we got here. You could even say they're power tops. I gotta be careful with the references I make. Okay, so first up we have Tank Top Rockabilly. Plays guitar on the side. His favorite guitar is shaped like a tank top. I see what you did there. So he's rocking the pompadour, the Kuwabara knuckle look. That's pretty nice. That's cool. Next, we have Tank Top Jungle, who's just a hairy-looking dude from, like, a 70s porno. All right. Then we have Tank Top Al Dente. You might notice at this point they're just adding whatever they happen to enjoy in life and then just add Tank Top in front of it. Tank Top YouTuber. Here we are. And he just often has pasta for breakfast and puts on too much grated cheese. Okay, that's a misconception right there. You can never have too much grated cheese. Then we have Tank Top Racer. He has a license for a 50cc. I'm not a racer, so I don't know what that indicates. Is that a fast vehicle, or does he just have the key to a go-kart? I don't know. But he's actually one of the ones that probably has the most protection, because he's wearing a motorcycle. He's not wearing a racing helmet along with his tank top. So yeah, he's also a member of Team Rocket, apparently. Then we have Tank Top Mask, who is so dedicated to the tank top. It looks like he's wearing a wool tank top and then another child's tank top on top of his head, and he says it's hot. Well, no shit, but I guess that would be kind of a good training mechanism, It's like, I can take the heat of the top. Okay, all right, I think I'm getting heat stroke, guys. I think I need to tank off the tank top. Okay, next we have Tank Top Swimmer. Good at the crawl, but still can't move his legs the right way for the breaststroke. Okay, well, work on the breaststroke, buddy. I am a fan of the breaststroke myself. More of a backstroke kind of guy that I'm good at, but I'm working on my breaststroke. Next up, we have Tank Top Hatter, who is the fabulous one of the group, with a striped tank top and a bowler hat. Wears hats because his fortune once said they're a lucky item. Well, how lucky were they when he got his face caved in by fucking Garo? And then finally, we have Tank Top Girl, and I love her expression with the other dudes. She's just like, oh my god, what am I getting myself into here? But her backstory is kind of interesting. It's like, she respects Tank Top Master, but rarely participates because the others are all weird, or they stand out too much. Now, in the case of, she was not present, I think, when Garo was wrecking their shit, which is good, because I would feel kind of bad if she got taken down. Later on, we see her helping out the Tank Top Master at the hospital. She's like peeling an orange for him or something. And, yeah, she's a cutie. She's pretty hot. I like how she rocks the tank top and the torn jeans. I could see her, I could see Tank Top Girl's story basically just being like someone who was like, she likes to work out and she's into physical fitness and stuff, kind of like my friend Casey, and then she's, she sees Tank Top Master, Tank Top is S-class hero, and Tank Top Master himself is a very respectful guy. He's not all that weird. He's pretty cool and collected, and so she approached him to join the hero, so hey, I'm thinking about joining the Hero Association, can I be part of your thing? And he's like, sure. And she didn't realize what she got herself into until she showed up at the first, like, Tank Top Army convention, or the Tank Top Army, official fan club, or whatever. Like, she didn't know what she was into until she showed up. She put on a tank top, and she walked in, and everybody's like, you have Al Dente there scooping down spaghetti, and the jungle dude posing, and the freaking race car driver, and the swimmer practicing his breaststroke in the corner, and the hatter dude probably trying to hit on her, and she's just like, okay, well, I'm here. I already put in my $5 deposit for the tank top, and I already ripped these jeans, and I already told, tank top, I already deposited I already put in my 401k and all my tax information, so I guess I'm stuck here. But hey, it seems like she's doing well for herself, I guess, so way to go, tank top girl. You keep it up. But anyway, yeah, so I think that's pretty much all I have to say about Tank Top Master that's happened in the story. I don't think we're going to do anything that relevant with him later on, although I was kind of interested when I looked at the ratings between him and Super Alloy, and they were kind of like similar. He has, I think, a little bit higher injustice and everything, but in terms of power, they were the same, which I'm not sure I agree with. But at the end of the day, Bang is the one that has, like, the absolute 10 in power, which, okay, I'll go with that. And Bang is kind of, like, superhuman, like, to a whole other level. And then you have Metal Bat. Metal Bat, who's also a physical brawler, but his technique is completely different, where the more he gets beat down, the stronger he gets. So, yeah, but in terms of just, like, the apex of being, like, a gym rat, that's Super Alloy, and then, like, right under him is probably Tank Top Master. I probably wouldn't, and then maybe Pretty Prisoner after that. I wouldn't even find it odd if, like, Super Alloy and Darkshine were to. In fact, I could even see like Super Alloy and Tank Top Master like being gym partners together. I could totally see that, but that's the case there. What did you guys think of him? Do you think he's going to appear later on in the story? Do you think Tank Top Girl is hot? Leave those burning comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm now going to take off this tank top, throw it in the closet, and probably never wear it again in my entire life. But, yeah, later, guys.